I knew every face at that Halloween party. Every mask, every costume, except one. The man in the black plague mask, the one who never spoke. He wasn't on the guest list. And when midnight came, people started disappearing. Halloween night, October 31st. The sky over Willow Creek was painted blood red by the setting sun. I was throwing the biggest Halloween party of my life, a night to remember before college ended. We decorated every inch of my old family house, cobwebs, skeletons, fake tombstones. Music thumped, lights flickered, laughter filled the halls. But by the end of the night, all I'd remember was him. It started like any other party. Friends poured in wearing their costumes. Witches, zombies, vampires, even a few clowns. We had snacks, cheap drinks, loud music, the usual chaos. By 10 p.m., the house was packed. I was standing near the kitchen, laughing with my best friend Lily when I saw him. He was standing at the far end of the hallway, tall, perfectly still, dressed in a long black coat, old-fashioned shoes, and a plague doctor mask, the kind with the long, beak-like nose. "Who's that?" I asked. Lily turned. "Who?" "That guy. With the mask." She shrugged. "No idea. Maybe one of Ryan's friends?" I frowned. I knew everyone here. I'd checked the invite list myself, but I brushed it off. It's a party. People bring people. No big deal. Still, something about him felt wrong. He wasn't dancing. He wasn't talking. He wasn't even moving. Just watching. Around 11:15, I went to grab more ice from the garage freezer. As I came back inside, I saw him again, standing by the front door now, still silent, still staring. "Hey," I said, trying to sound casual. "Cool costume. Who invited you?" No answer. He just tilted his head slightly, like a curious animal. "Okay," I muttered and walked away. But something about his presence sent a chill crawling up my spine. That's when the first strange thing happened. "Has anyone seen Jacob?" Someone shouted over the music. People looked around. He'd been playing beer pong not 10 minutes ago. We searched the kitchen, the backyard, even the bathroom. Nothing. His phone was still charging by the counter. His jacket still hung by the door. "Maybe he left early," Lily suggested, but it didn't feel right. He wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. At 11:40, it happened again. "Where's Megan?" her boyfriend yelled. She'd gone upstairs to change her costume. Never came back. We checked the rooms. Empty. Her phone was still here too. Panic was starting to spread now. 2 people. Gone. Just gone. And the man in the plague mask? He was standing in the living room now, half hidden in the shadows. Still. Watching. I grabbed Lily. "We need to end the party. Now. What? Why?" "Something's wrong. Jacob and Megan. They didn't leave. They disappeared." She nodded, face pale. We went to shut off the music, but the power suddenly cut out. Click. Darkness swallowed the room. Screams echoed from every corner. Someone shouted, "The breaker!" I grabbed a flashlight from the drawer and headed to the basement. The basement was colder than usual. Damp, silent. My flashlight beam shook as I stepped down the creaking stairs. Halfway down, I froze. There was someone standing at the bottom. The plague doctor. He didn't move, didn't speak, just stared up at me through those hollow eye holes. "Who are you?" I whispered. Silence. Then, in a voice like dry leaves rustling, "You shouldn't have invited me." "I didn't invite you," I snapped. My heart hammered. "Get out of my house." He tilted his head again, and then vanished. One blink, and he was gone. I stumbled back up the stairs, slamming the door behind me. The lights flickered back on a moment later. But now the party was chaos. 4 more people were missing. I called 911. The operator's voice was calm, too calm. "Officers are on their way," she said. "Stay where you are." But I couldn't just stay. I needed answers. "Lily!" I yelled. "We have to find them." We searched the house from top to bottom, room by room, closet by closet. Then we opened the attic door. The smell hit us first, damp, metallic, sour. And then we saw them. Jacob, Megan, the others, lying side by side on the wooden floor. Their eyes were open, mouths frozen mid-scream. But they weren't breathing. Lily screamed. I stumbled back, my flashlight clattering to the ground. That's when we heard it. Tap, tap, tap. Footsteps on the attic stairs. I turned, and there he was again, closer this time. So close I could smell the rot clinging to his coat. "You shouldn't have invited me," he whispered again. "But once I'm invited, I never leave." We bolted down the stairs. The front door was wide open now, the night air freezing against my skin. We ran into the street, screaming for help. The police arrived minutes later. They searched the house top to bottom. But when they came back out, the officer's face was pale. "There's no one upstairs," he said. "No bodies. No one in a mask. Nothing. But we saw them," I shouted. "We saw him." They didn't believe us. They called it a Halloween prank gone too far, told us to go home and rest. But I couldn't rest, because when I finally did go home, there was a note waiting on my kitchen table. A small, yellowed piece of parchment, written in neat, old-fashioned handwriting. "Thank you for the invitation. Until next Halloween." And beneath the note, sitting perfectly still on the counter, was the plague doctor mask. Now, every Halloween, I throw a party. Not because I want to, but because if I don't, he'll come looking for me. So if you're hosting one this year, check every guest. Count every face. And if you see a man in a black mask who you don't remember inviting, pray that he's just wearing a costume. Tell us in the comments. What would you do if a stranger showed up at your Halloween party and refused to leave? Pumpkin Eye.